So human heart is how many chambered? 4 chambered. So, which are these? What are these? Right atrium, left atrium, left ventricle. Okay. What is the name of this structure? What is the function? It blood from upper part. Okay. What is this? Function? And opens here. One valve is present on its opening. What is the name? If you don't, you can see in the notes. Eustachian valve. Okay. One more vein opens in the right atrium. What is the name?
Right coronary.
3 veins open in the right atrium. Superior vena क्या हुआ? Inferior and what is third? Coronary sinus or coronary vein. What is the function? It collects deoxygenated blood from the heart. What is the name of wall present on this? Thebacean wall. Okay. Then from the right atrium blood enters into by opening which valve? What is the other name of tricuspid valve? What is the other name of tricuspid? Right atrioventricular valve. Okay. Then from this right ventricle blood enters into what is this? Pulmonary trunk. And name of the valve present at the base of pulmonary trunk? Pulmonary semilunar valve. Then this pulmonary trunk divides into 2 branches. Which are these? What is this? This one? It is not right. It is left. Left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery. What is the function of these pulmonary arteries? They towards lungs. And what happens in lungs? Blood becomes oxygenated. That oxygenated blood is collected by what is this? Pulmonary veins. How many pulmonary veins? 4. And finally they open in left atrium. From left atrium blood enters into by opening which valve? What is the other name? Bicuspid. What is the other name? Third name? Left atrioventricular valve. Right. From this left ventricle blood enters into what is this? By opening which valve? Aortic semilunar valve. Okay. This is nothing but the. Then what is the name of this part? So ventricles are separated by partition called interventricular septum. What is the name of this septum? Interatrial septum. Okay. What is the name of these threads? Chordae tendineae. What is the name of these muscles? And this irregular portion is called? See there. I think you have written. No. This irregular muscular ridges. I think you have written. Columni carni or trabeculae carni. लिखा है ना? Not written. See? नहीं लिखा. तो लिखते फिर. नहीं लिखा तो लिखना. लिखा है ना? अच्छा. नहीं मतलब last lecture में नहीं लिखा है क्या? नहीं लिखा है ना? Okay, no problem. So the irregular muscular ridges present inside the ventricle, these are called columni carni or trabeculae carni. Okay, understood? So which is largest artery? Aorta. Which is largest vein? Inferior vena cava. Right side of the heart contains which type of blood? And left side? Okay, then. What is the difference in before birth circulation and after birth circulation? What is the name of this septum? Septum. Intrated. What is the name of this? It opens over here, right? But before birth, directly we get oxygenated blood from the mother, and which opens inside the right atrium. But from this, blood enters here through the opening called. What is the name of this opening? Yes, foramen ovale. It is called foramen ovale. But during birth, many changes take place in our body. What is What is one of these? Yes, naturally it gets closed and there is formation of one depression that is called as fossa ovalis. Any doubt here? Okay. One more point. Again, before birth, there is opening called as, from this directly blood enters here, but some quantity of blood enters here also. Where? And then what happens? This blood enters into what it is? And these are called pulmonary arteries. But lungs are non-functional before birth. Then what is the modification here? What it is? Aorta. Then here there is one artery present in between. Tell. Yes, it is called as ductus arteriosus. See, once again, before birth, some quantity of blood enters into right ventricle, then enters into pulmonary trunk, and from the pulmonary trunk, blood directly enters into ductus arteriosus and then into aorta. So it is prevented for entering into lungs. That artery is called as ductus arteriosus. It is present before birth, right there. That next one. Okay. So right there, before birth, artery is present in between pulmonary trunk and aorta. It is called ductus arteriosus. Again, during birth, many changes take place. Again, one of these. It gets closed and there is formation of thin membrane. This membrane is called as ligamentum arteriosum. So, right. During birth, it gets closed and forms thin membrane called ligamentum arteriosum. So what is the name here? Ligamentum arteriosum. Imagine even after birth it does not close. What will happen? Again what will happen? Body will get mixed blood. Are you getting? It does not close again, body will get mixed blood. So where is it? See this. Small membrane. Getting? This is called as ligamentum. This is small. So in our body what is present? Ductus arteriosus or ligamentum arteriosum? Ligamentum arteriosum. Okay, next slide. Understood? Okay, next point. See what is this? Aorta. And see how many branches are there of aorta? Three. Before that, aorta is divided into three parts. This is called as ascending aorta. It is called arch of aorta, and lower one, this one is called descending aorta. So write there first. Parts of, next line, parts of aorta, three parts, that is, first is ascending aorta, root, you can call, but commonly it is called as ascending because direction is upward, no? That's ascending. Ascending aorta. Second one is arch of aorta, and third descending aorta. Next, arch of aorta gives three branches. These three branches arise from which part? See, one second. See, this is called as aorta, right? This is called as ascending, this is, and this is descending. So these three branches arise from arch of aorta, not from ascending or descending, right? Arch of aorta gives three branches. See what is first. This is called as brachiocephalic artery. It is left subclavian artery. It is left common carotid artery. This brachiocephalic again divides into two branches like this. Now this is called as right subclavian artery, and this is called right common carotid artery.
Sir, what is the central part? The left common.
One second. See, these are three branches, right? What is first? It is called brachiocephaly. Again, it divides into two: right subclavian, right common carotid. Now this one is called left subclavian. This one is called left common carotid. So totally, how many common carotid are there? Two. How many subclavian? Two. What will be the function of all these three branches? Just imagine and tell. These three branches will supply blood to upper part of the body. And what will be the function of this descending aorta? Lower part of the body. Okay. Can you imagine the function of subclavian artery? Both right and left? No. Subclavian hands. And yes, for the brain will be common carotid. These two common carotid will supply to head, neck and brain. You can write.
And the left subclavian?
Left hand. Right subclavian, right hand.
Oh, okay.
There are two subclavian, no? See, one second. There is left subclavian, right subclavian for the two arms. And what about common carotid? Right and left side of head, neck and brain.
Okay.
Are you getting? Right. Subclavian arteries supply blood to arms. That is four limbs. एंड कॉमन कैरोटिड टू किसका हो जा रहा है? इसका ही है. एक सेकंड. हाँ, एंड नेक्स्ट साइड कॉमन कैरोटिड supply blood to head, neck and brain. तो एग्जाम में कैसे लिखना बाद में देखेंगे, पहले सीख तो है कैसे क्या मतलब किधर किधर. हेड, नेक एंड ब्रेन. Okay, this is about, I think we have completed internal structure of heart or all. Ask any question. Internal हो गया, अभी क्या external. Right there. Next heading, external structure of the heart.
Sir, so the function of the caudate tendon is to just hold the
हाँ,
tricuspid part.
actually we are studying this in the next point, but again, suppose imagine this chordae tendinae are absent, what will happen?
Backflow.
Backflow means these walls will turn backside like this, because this chordae tendinae hold the walls in such a way that not single drop of blood can enter into atria. That is the function of chordae tendinae. Imagine if this chordae tendinae not present, what will happen? These walls will reverse and backflow of blood will take place. So they adjust the wall in such a way that not single drop of blood can enter inside the atria. That is the function of chordae tendinae.
Tendon is also present for the mitral valve.
Oh yes, both sides. This here, this one here. See, here as well as here. See this. These are chordae tendinae. These are chordae tendinae. Any other question? See the previous points. No problem. Ask any question. Irregular. What is name? Okay. Name is columni carni or trabeculae. This irregular part. See this one. All this irregular. Huh. Cardi actually the we can say depressions like. Yes. All these are the Latin and Greek words. All. Even these words, subclavian, carotid are the Latin words. Brachiocephalic, cephalon. See, what is other name of brain? What is other name of brain? Encephalon. So cephalon, that's why cephalic. So why it is called brachio? Brachio is for branch. Branch means here arms, and cephalon is brain. So all these are the Latinized words. So all. Okay. So So what is here? Columni carni और trabecular carni. Any doubt? थोड़ा प्रीवियस आप हाईलाइट कर सकते थे कि कुछ डाउट है क्या? फिर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट की तरफ बहुत कुछ है, अभी तो चैप्टर शुरू है. हाँ, see this one. What will be this? What is the name of this? No. This it is a depression part. This depression, no.
That is the depression is the origin.
हाँ.
The entire thing is the atrium.
Ear shape is this one. What is this? Depression. Pacemaker, that next in the next point we will study. Pacemaker is for the different part. What is this? Depressed part. Fossa ovalis. See, this is called as interatrial septum. Before birth there was opening called foramen oval. During birth it gets closed and formation of small depression. This is called as fossa ovalis. So this is nothing but the fossa ovalis. Small depressed area. Okay. Okay. Next point is external structure of the heart. So this diagram is of ventral view of the heart, front side heart, and previous diagram was internal structure. What is the difference? That diagram.
Internal is a vertical cross section.
Yes, this is vertical section of the heart. That's why we are able to see inside part. Inside part means this interventricular septum, interatrial septum, valves are there. Then
But half of it remains the same there.
other names are similar. Only you cannot show in this diagram which part. Valves we cannot show because it is external part. Then septum we cannot show. Then that trabecular carni or columni carni, then chordae, tendini, papillary muscles, all are internal, except that remaining part is here. That means, for example, this is called as, what is this? Right atrium. This one? This one? Left ventricle. What is the same name? What is this? Once again, revision. Superior बना क्या हुआ? Inferior. Then these two branches. Good. This is, and these three branches. This is called as ligamentum arteriosum. इतना समझा सबको? Now see carefully. In between right atrium and right ventricle there is a notch. Are you getting? This notch is called right atrioventricular groove. Groove means notch. So what will be the name of this notch? And what will be the name of this notch? Interventricular groove. So in internal part we use the word septum, and here we are using the word groove or notch. Give me your notebook. Just I will show what is groove and what is septum. Suppose this is right atrium, this one is right ventricle, and in between them this is a notch. It is called as right atrioventricular groove. It is simple like this. Same here. This notch, left atrioventricular groove, and this notch, interventricular groove. Simply write this. Right and in the external structure it is. Right atrium and right ventricle are separated by write this, right atrioventricular groove. This groove is also called as sulcus. Right atrioventricular groove or sulcus. And on the left side, how will you write? Sentence. Left atrium and left ventricle are separated by yes, left atrioventricular groove. All these are externally, yeah? Externally. Sulcus, yes. Groove is called sulcus. So total name will be like this: atrioventricular sulcus. It is the synonym for groove and sulcus. These are similar. Otherwise, the first word is same.
What will be the left atrioventricular groove?
Left, same. Left atrioventricular sulcus. Sulcus. Groove or sulcus? Groove or sulcus. And both ventricles are separated by, what will be the name? Interventricular groove. Groove means notch. See the diagram carefully. These grooves or notches are filled by, or what is present inside these grooves? What is there? Red and blue color structure. Arteries and veins are there. Yes. And what is the name of this artery? Yes, it is called right coronary artery. And can you imagine the name of this? Yes. Left coronary, sorry. See once again. And these both arteries arise from, what is this? Aorta, particularly ascending part of aorta. Once again. This ascending part of aorta gives two branches. This is right and left coronary artery. What will the function? They supply oxygenated blood to the heart. And if there is any block inside the artery internally, what will happen? Person will suffer from heart attack. So what is the reason of heart attack? Any block, yes, that is also called as myocardial infarction. So in this what happens? There is block inside the artery. Simple. So these things are in the external structure, they are not internal. Right. Next line. Right and left coronary arteries. Right and left coronary arteries arise from ascending aorta. Actually, from the base of this one. Arise from ascending aorta. They supply oxygenated blood to the heart. They supply oxygenated blood to the heart. Any block in these arteries causes, myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction, that is heart attack. Any doubt here? Okay. Now, so this is about ventral view. Now we will study dorsal view of the heart. Angina is actually we are going to study in the next point, but before that, so what is angina pectoris? Suppose this is coronary artery. If there is complete block, what will happen? If complete block, heart attack. But suppose if there is a partial block like this, what will happen? If there is partial block, then when such person does any exertion, at that time person suffers from chest pain. Why? Because the further part of heart not getting sufficient blood. That's why person suffers from chest pain, that is called angina pectoris. Actually it is a sign that something is wrong inside the coronary artery. Then you have to take the treatment. Otherwise it will result into complete block and person will die. So what is angina pectoris? It is just like a signal given to the patient by the heart. That is something block or something, any pathology started inside the coronary artery.
How do you spell it?
Huh?
The
Partial block you can call. Yes, angina pectoris. Actually we are going to study in the next point, but same, myocardial infarction has other name, that is called as ischemic heart disease. That is short IHD. Myocardial infarction is called heart attack. It has other name, that is called IHD, that is ischemic heart disease. It is other name of heart. ischemic heart disease. बोलो बोलो बिंदास, कोई प्रॉब्लम। ये थोड़ा अंजाने बैठो, वापस हम रिपीट पढ़ रहे हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। एक मिनट से वन सेकेंड। Heart attack, other name is myocardial infarction, and one more name is ischemic heart disease, that is IHD.
So, if there is a blockage in any not coronary artery but any of the other arteries,
Other arteries, okay, I will explain.
what will happen?
I will explain. Okay.
Is it AEMIC?
AEMIC.
IH, which one?
Ischemic.
ISCHAEMIC. हाँ, अच्छा नहीं समझ, okay. AEMIC. Ischemia means less blood supply. Again, it is Latin word. Ischemia means less blood supply. So once again, if there is complete block, it is heart attack. If there is partial block, then person suffers from chest pain, particularly during exertion. Again, patient explains like this: when patient takes the rest, chest pain decreases. Typically patient tells. ये बात मैं आपको डॉक्टर बनने के बाद पता चलेगा, ओके। सो तो पेशेंट ऐसे टिपिकली बताता है कैसे, मुझे स्टेप्स चढ़ने के बाद चेस्ट पेन होता है, जब मैं रुकता हूँ तो बंद हो जाता है। तो आप दिमाग में क्या आना चाहिए, इट माइट बी partial block inside the coronary artery. Then what is the treatment here? Or first of all, we diagnose by angiography. So we see how much block is there, and according to that further decision is taken, either medicines or angioplasty, like that. Understood? So that is further simple. This is called as external structure of the heart, but it is ventral view. One more view is there, that is called dorsal view of the heart.